ABC for the Ozarks, covering our community. This is KSPR News at 10.
Hello again, I'm Joe Dawes.
And I'm Lee Moody. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
A city plagued by legal issues. 2 more people are suing the city of Bolivar.
This makes 11 people total, all former city employees. KSPR's Melody Pettit has combed over the latest lawsuit and joins us live to explain why 2 former police officers are the latest to sue the city. Melody?
Lee, 9 former city employees filed an age discrimination lawsuit against Bolivar 2 weeks ago. Today, 2 more people filed a suit alleging a lot more than just age discrimination. In this lawsuit filed 2 weeks ago, 9 city employees claim they were fired because of their age, replaced by younger, cheaper employees.
Give them 17 years of service, and I feel like I did a good job and worked hard every day, and basically feel that that didn't account for anything.
Now, 2 former police officers say they were also discriminated against because of their age, but they take it further. Dusty Ross and Jamie Sharp both are suing the 2 previous police chiefs and city officials, including Bolivar's mayor, John Best, city administrator Darren Chappell, and most of the city aldermen. Ross and Sharp accuse them of sexual harassment, bogus internal affairs investigations, and demotions. Ross was an investigator for about 9 years. In the lawsuit, he claims, "My office has been moved to the storage room. I've been assigned menial tasks. I've been denied access to the evidence room." He says all in an effort to force Ross to quit. Also in the lawsuit, Jamie Sharp says, "I had previously reported sexual harassment, attempted bribery, and retaliation on the part of the city administrator." KSBR News spoke with City Administrator Darren Chappell on the phone. He says he can't discuss pending litigation, but did say, "We are doing things that we need to do to run the city effectively and to make sure the citizens are taken care of." I also tried to contact the attorney for both Ross and Sharp. My calls were not returned. I did speak with the current Bolivar police chief. He is aware of several policy and procedure issues out there at the police department and says he's trying to correct those problems. Lee?
All right, thanks, Melody. Ross was fired by the Bolivar Board of Aldermen. Sharp was demoted before resigning.
The weather is going to warm up just a bit in time for Thanksgiving tonight.
But still going to be a pretty chilly day out there. Our chief meteorologist Kevin Leidy's here now with your first look at the holiday forecast.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of sunshine for Thanksgiving, but those temperatures still below average, but looking a lot better than the last couple of days. Skies are clear tonight, so temperatures once again are falling. We have readings that are already down into the lower 20s across the area, but these temperatures shouldn't bottom out too much more than this. They actually will come up a little bit overnight. When we factor in the winds, oh, it is cold. It feels like 12 degrees tonight, 10 in Rowlett. Turkey trot tomorrow morning. A little chilly with readings into the 20s to begin the day. When we come back, we'll talk about how the afternoon will look for your Thanksgiving holiday festivities a little bit later. Joe?
Thanks, Kevin. A Springfield mother is desperate to find her teenage daughter and her daughter's little boy.
The 16-year-old ran off with him last week and hasn't been seen since, and the mother is almost positive that the pair is with an older man. KSPR's Joanna Small joins us live to explain why she feels like her hands are tied tonight. Joanna?
Lee asked the mother, and she'll tell you her daughter should be considered endangered, but police are calling her a runaway, like so many others.
This is him eating his noodles.
Sasha Southern sounds just like a proud mother should, as she shows us pictures of 2-year-old Kieran.
He's a great kid.
Except she's a proud grandmother. Her baby had this baby at just 14. So Sasha's really been raising them both in her house.
I'm in such a weird position because I am her mother and she is his mother. But she's so young, and she's always been so young that I've been so much of a part of his life, you know, not only just financially, but, you know, for everything.
Until now, Dominique took off with Kieran last Friday and has not been seen since. She's done it before, 3 times with her baby, and most recently with a 21-year-old man.
No one has been able to contact her, not even her friends.
The most frustrating part for Sasha is she says she's almost 100% certain, at least at some point, her daughter was inside one of these apartments with her boyfriend. Police have even heard people talking inside, but say they're unable to force entry.
I guess since he has a roommate, they just can't kick in a door and take her, which is frustrating because she's with a 21-year-old and she has a 2-year-old, and She's 16 years old.
Every agency is different, but Nixa Police, not the investigating agency in this case, tell us they investigate every missing child report. If the child is endangered, that likely means more time and officers. For that to happen, the kid must be either 13 or younger, out of the safety zone for that age, mentally diminished, drug dependent, a victim of foul play, absent for more than 24 hours before reported missing, or believed to be with someone dangerous to them. But
A lot of that's subjective. You know, common sense is the most prevalent thing to utilize.
His new thing is, Mammy, I love you so much.
Sasha says her common sense says Dominique and Kieran are at risk, and she just wants both her babies back.
I'm just not really sure what to do.
There's a chance Dominique could be considered endangered if there was proof she's sexually active with the 21-year-old man. Sasha says she found a pregnancy test tucked in the teen's journal, but right now, she says Springfield police still tell her that may not be enough. Lee.
Thanks, Joanna. Both Nixa Police and the Greene County Sheriff's Office say they respond to at least several runaway teen calls every month.
Here's an update to a story we brought you last night. Friends of a hit-and-run victim are hoping more charges will be brought against those responsible for his death. Police say Shannon Smith struck Zachary Gibson and then drove away. She's been charged with leaving the scene of an accident. Smith claims she was running from this man, Blake Baston. He is charged with resisting arrest and driving a stolen vehicle. The mother of Zachary Gibson released this statement to us this afternoon. It says in part, quote, "We want to allow them to do their job and are not demanding any specific charges be filed," end quote. She's talking about the police department there. Gibson's mother goes on to say the family appreciates and supports the efforts of law enforcement in this case.
A young girl in Marion County, Arkansas has lost part of her foot after she stepped on an explosive device. The sheriff says it happened in a rural part of the county. The girl found a small amount of an exploding target in a sandwich bag on a cinder block. She either stepped on it or stomped on it, and it went off. The sheriff says it looks like an accident. The girl is expected to recover.
We still do not know what type of explosive device that young girl stepped on, but we do know you can buy them at outdoor stores.
There was.
Some hunters today showed us the safe way to use an exploding target. When used properly, experts say these are safe products to help sharpshooters with their target practice. The hunters read the instructions carefully, poured the chemicals inside the static-free bag, and then shook it. But that's when this product becomes what firefighters call an explosive agent.
People are using it in bigger amounts to blow up watermelons and pumpkins, and the list goes on. Things bigger, such as cars, even in large amounts.
Talbert says if used incorrectly, explosive targets can hurt the user, from burns to the most severe cases, a loss of limbs. To safely dispose of explosive targets, experts say you should submerge them in soapy water.
The Greene County Jail has now hit a new inmate population record. The new record was hit this past Monday. It's 705 inmates. The old record was set at the end of September. The Greene County Jail was only designed to hold 500 inmates, but the jail hasn't housed that number since 2010. The county pays to house inmates in other county jails in order to maintain safe conditions.
A January hearing is set for a Missouri man accused of killing a football coach at Missouri Southern State University. Jeffrey Bruner is charged with first-degree murder in the death of Derek Moore outside a Joplin movie theater. Moore was shot several times in the parking lot where he had gone with Bruner's estranged wife. Moore was in his first year as Missouri Southern as the offensive line coach.
Springfield's bomb squad has one of the highest call volumes in the state, and it's only getting higher. Bomb techs have responded to more calls this year than in the past 5. Members of the bomb squad say people are scared because of the explosions in Boston.
People are seeing things that probably should be checked out that weren't in the past.
Most calls, about 90%, are unfounded, but bomb techs say the calls allow them to keep their skills sharp for whenever a real bomb is discovered.
The Springfield Victory Mission is serving Thanksgiving meals to those who may not have anywhere else to go for the holiday. The Cook's Kettle Restaurant hosted the Great Thanksgiving Banquet this afternoon. On Facebook today, Jim Harriger says about 200 people showed up. It cost the mission just over $2 to provide a complete holiday meal to one person. 2 meals will be offered at the restaurant on Thanksgiving Day as well. Thanksgiving brunch is set for 9 a.m. and Thanksgiving dinner is scheduled for 5 p.m. If you'd like to help, financial donations are best. Call 831-6387.
Many stores are hoping to get a jump start on the holiday shopping season and opening a day early, which you need to keep in mind if you plan to take advantage of the Black Thursday sales. That's when KSPR News at 10 continues.